We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. His first throw is an interception. The 30. Gets the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. In this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game. You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage, or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
It is caught at the 20. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Jaguars football.
11
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lawrence now off the play action. He's got the hook up to Ingram. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Got him in, it's Thomas. Racing down the left side. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 13-0 lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Dump off caught by his back. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Williams. Hits his running back. On the move, past the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Williams to throw on first. Buying some time left. It's taken in by Washington. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Back.
A pistol snap, Fields. Headed out right. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Red on red.
Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. Oh, what a stiff arm. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill! Kill! Hot!
Etienne again. And they bring him down right at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Hey, kill! Take right open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
On red. Here we go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Hey, Ryan! 13 loop!
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Rip, 23!
Etienne can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I'm gun. Silver!
One more time with Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars pushing for points.
Got ready?
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Hey, go!
They're going to run with Etienne. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Williams. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This finds Austin complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throw by Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's on the move. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. To throw, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to first and goal.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
Now Williams. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Third and goal, it's Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Nineteen seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
On red. 13, Lou. There we go.
First and 10. It's Lawrence. Complete out to the right. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw. He'll get this to ETN. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And the game stays at 11. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Lion!
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
All right, let's go. Go, go. It's hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. That's Thomas. He's got it. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Simple dive up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32, Austin's there to haul it in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. Let's see what they went with on third down. Williams on the play action. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, first and 10.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Caught by his back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On red.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Hey, run. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has it downfield, working the left. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, son.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set high.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they had that one contained right at the line. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker, on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hits his running back. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
65, 65. Here we go. Set.
Williams to throw on 1st. Catch made by Austin. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Williams from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. Has it in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Nevis with a point after. And the Steelers make it an 18-point game.
Steelers 17.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey. 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hey, go, go! 11, Agate. Silver.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Escapes a defender. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Third and just 2 to go.
Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. Silver.
They go right back to ETN. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, I think they would have been happy just getting a new set of downs, Brock. Instead, he hits a home run.
And you know this, Kate. I love run plays on this down and distance because you usually get man-to-man. And what happens with man-to-man? Those guys turn their backs, and if you get a lane, you get a shot. Big plays can follow.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Give now to the running back. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And back to 60.
Third down, here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A gain of 27 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. This ball's caught by Pickens. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's got it!
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's a give straight up the middle. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Steelers 24.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph, 30 left.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Hey, Lion.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, let's go.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Lisa 24. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence working from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They'll run. ETN has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Williams. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Williams set to pass. That throw finds Pickens. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Off the play fake, Williams. Got Washington, it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 7-5, 7-5. Check go.
Williams to throw. It's taken in by Washington. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Dumped off to his running back. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in